Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Right now, just now, Tory Lanez has been sentenced to 10 years for the unfortunate shooting of Megan Thee Stallion. And right now, I just kind of want to react to it and say things that are on the top of my head right now. So this is not super planned out or anything. So please bear with me. I want to go through some tweets and some comments, see what people are saying and see what's really being reported from inside the courtroom. So if that sounds good to you, sit back, relax, definitely like the video and subscribe for more like this. I know that a lot of times we talk about Nicki Minaj and female rappers, and obviously Megan is a female rapper. But if you didn't know, one of my first videos here on YouTube was about this case, analyzing this case and all the evidence that was presented during the trial in December of 2022. And after 3 years of prosecution and trying this case, we are finally not just at a verdict and a conviction, but at a sentence. And 10 years. I want to know what y'all think. 10 years, regardless of whether you feel, Tory was innocent or not. Is this the, correct punishment for the crime? Obviously, I can't agree to that because I don't even feel like Tory even committed this crime. So no, I was really hoping he got 3, maybe a 5 or whatever, but obviously that is not the case. So my heart goes out to Tory, his family, his son, everybody, just everyone who depends on him, anyone who he works with, and stuff like that, because it's just really, really unfortunate. So I want to go through some tweets from journalist Megan Cuniff, who has been in the courtroom ever since this case was tried back in December of 2022. So I'm going to read this Twitter thread so we can see what's been going on. So she says, Tory Lanez has been sentenced for 10 years in prison for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Tory spoke for several minutes. He said he still cares about Megan. He called her a, quote, someone I still care for dearly to this day, dearly to this day, regardless of what she may think of him. He said, quote, the victim is my friend. He talked about bonding with her over the loss of their mothers. Quote, we lost both of our mothers. We would sit there and drink until we got numb, Tory said of Megan Thee Stallion. About the shooting, he said, quote, sometimes I said some very immature things that I shouldn't have said. I revealed some secrets I shouldn't have revealed. So she also posted an article that she wrote up about today's proceedings. And, as a Tory Lanez, once again, I can't call myself a Tory Lanez supporter. I just believe in his innocence. It's really unfortunate because, it's kind of like he admitted to the guilt, I believe. I saw that tweet somewhere. And it's just sad because I don't understand what that means. I don't understand what that means. Tory, are you saying that you did it? The evidence doesn't point to that. People is out here, rooting for you. So I'm just confused as to what that means and why he's doing that. But other people are saying it's smart, to say those things to make it seem like you have remorse so that hopefully the judge has some lenience when he is making his ruling. And the prosecutors were pushing for 13 years, so they cut off 3, and Tory has done, it's December, he's done about 9 months in prison. So in jail. So he has about, if they credit him with time served, he has about 9 years and maybe 7 if you got good behavior. But I don't know too much about sentences and serving time, so don't quote me on that. But obviously he might not have to face the full 10 years, but it's still so much time off of his career. It's so much time off of his career that is just not deserved. And I really hope that it does not affect his citizenship status in the US, because he is originally from Toronto, Canada. But we know that in the US, that is where Tory Lanez is super popular, where he would make all and most of his money in terms of touring and being able to move around. I can also admit that Tory Lanez is not the perfect person, right? He obviously has an anger issue that he needs to get control of, and he needs a lot of healing. But in this specific case, all of this is not warranted. And I hope that, I really don't have a lot of good things to say about Megan Thee Stallion, and it's not anything personal towards her. It's just I can't believe that both her and Kelsey would let him go down when I honestly don't even think that Megan knows what happened that night, for real, for real. Megan was too far gone. She was too drunk. And I think that it was either Megan or Kelsey that pulled that trigger. That's what the witnesses said. That's what the evidence point towards. If Tory even, I believe that Tory touched the gun, but I don't believe that he touched it in order to hurt somebody. If he did, he shot that thing up in the air to, warn them, to be like, yo, like, chillax, like, let's get back in the car. Da, 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 da. I do not believe that he really set out to hurt Megan. And I think that she knows that. And I think all three of them knows that. And it's just very unfortunate that they would let this man go down. And it's like, I've said this in my previous video, that while it makes me have a lot of respect for Tory Lanez for not throwing either of the women under the bus, it's just like, is this the punishment though for, sleeping with both of them? Like, you really shouldn't have been doing that. No man should be doing that. So please stop doing that. If you do that, because this is the worst case scenario, for real. It's the worst case scenario. So yeah, let's go over to the Shade Room and see what people are saying. Breaking: Tory Lanez sentenced to 10 years in state prison for shooting Megan Thee Stallion. So let's see. Damn, when it all could have been so simple. This is what happens when you try and play victim instead of taking accountability. What? And being truthfully apologetic. Even if he was apologetic, they would have still did what he had to do, because if Megan wanted to do whatever she wanted to do to him, she would have pressed charges herself. She didn't press no charges. That was the state. For those saying this is ridiculous, I want to see if you have the same opinion if this man shot at your girl, please. Like, and this is the thing, a lot of people who have something to say, it's like, we all have opinions about something, but it's just like, most of these people, they did not follow the case closely. They did not look at the evidence. They just talking out the side of their neck. Don't play none of her music around my ears. I don't want to hear her, period. 10 years just for shooting off her pinky toe. I'm crying. He will do half or 7 max. I can't wait until the day Tory gets out, because if you guys haven't noticed, like, Tory Lanez has more monthly listeners on Spotify than Megan. So he technically is, you can talk about popularity and being signed and having backing and all of this stuff, and Tory Lanez is streaming higher than Megan Thee Stallion, so it's just like, yo, I can't wait to see how both of their careers do. And I cannot wait for Tory to get out and really, hopefully, like, be back outside performing and stuff like that, and see him in his element, and see that, the people really stuck around to support him. Social media users react. Let's see. Tory is trending. Tory is trending on Twitter. Free Tory. Tory Lanez trending. Where is Megan Thee Stallion? As always, nowhere to be found. In the corner. In the corner. In the corner. Tory Lanez getting sentenced to 10 years in prison for shorty that was twerking shortly after the incident is disheartening, to say the least, girl. 3 days later, or whatever, on the boat with DJ Khaled twerking. I remember seeing those performances. Remember, this is quarantine, COVID, and a lot of artists were doing virtual performances. Megan was doing them performances, and I'm like, girl, how was you twerking right now? How was you twerking? Let's go over to Twitter, because, one second. So, look at this. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Oh, I'm in the wrong tab. 1 second. Sorry about that. This tab. So yeah, come over here. This is Megan Thee Stallion in a pool with her bodyguards at the time, just been laughing when he pulled out his firearm. I honestly remember seeing this live. I was watching this live, and I saw that, and I don't really do all that great with guns, so anytime I see a gun, I'm gonna be uncomfortable. But then I'm like, why do you have somebody like pulling out a gun like that so casually when, like, you allegedly just got shot? Like, it just wasn't adding up at all. It wasn't adding up for real. So yeah, get that checked out, sis. Okay, we lost our mothers. We bonded over that and alcohol. Tory spoke for several minutes. He said he still cares about Megan. Child, he probably do. I don't know. All of that may be for show, but I don't know. Or for the judge. I can't explain anything. Don't care to explain anything, because
a black woman.
What'd they say? 10
a
years
grown ass
with
black woman
no
really got
evidence,
any
no footage, no
reason to be
confession,
lying on
a
another
lying
grown ass
witness and a
black
lying
man.
victim
I didn't
with
have a
conflicting
sexual.
statements that do not match each other is beyond excessive. My heart goes out to him. And it's free Tory until this injustice is corrected. And that is truly my sentiment. So yeah, I'll just wrap this video up right here, guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. Maybe I'll come back with some more in-depth thoughts, or maybe not, but I'm definitely going to be watching this unfold. If there's any more updates or appeals and stuff like that, I'm honestly, even though I'm tired of hearing about this case, I'm going to, hear it out until the end, because we're just that invested, So a lot of people are glad that it has come to this point of a finale, but there is still more to go for Tory Lanez. So I hope he keeps fighting, and I hope he has the money to do so. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one.